Hello, my name is Caleb Warden, and today I'm going to be showcasing my contributions to Project Bullet Hell, or Parkour Bullet Hell, for Week 1, Sprint 1. Here we are. We're going to go ahead and see here, we can go into the toy box. Alright, so the first thing I did was a checkpoint system. The checkpoint system currently isn't in this toy box model. It's getting set up in the MVP model, where it'll be a shorter level of everything in the minimum viable product. Um, that was the first thing I did. And then after that, I started working on a light melee attack, which will give players a 4-hit sequence. They must hit within, or they must swing again, or click the input again. So, like that, before the next animation populates. I did this by using animation notifies. There you are. As you can see, it makes them ragdoll, and then it does that dissolve effect. I also implemented that dissolve effect into some of the melee characters in the material. I added in this sword trail. Here we go. After the light melee attack, I started implementing a heavy attack. The heavy attack allows you to attack and do a heavy slam from a jump. Currently, you can't do it because it's based off of a bull, and it checks for the jump height as well. This does an AoE effect. I also added in a time dilation right there that will slow down time in a certain area. So this is the time dilation slash combat area. The way it's going to be set up in the levels is that this will take up a certain portion of the level space, and once you kill a specific amount for that level space or that area of the level, then it will do a time dilation. The player will know, okay, the doors have unlocked, or the gate that I need to open up from killing the certain amount of enemies will unlock. Alright, moving on from that, the AoE, the heavy attack, and then we're back to doing light attacks here. That brings me to one of my more complex functions that I had to add in here. It is the slide. So the slide, I shrunk the capsule here. Once they start sliding, it does a timeline to shrink the capsule, and I think it's about 0.2 seconds. And then I eventually got to a point where I was able to slide up this hill, up this little slope there, and I didn't like the game feel of it, so I made a script that I already had the script for checking the angle of the floor to reorient the player's slide animation so that it should be straight whenever they're sliding. So I used that to check the angle of the floor, and now the player now the player should slide faster if they are going down a hill, and then they should slide, I believe it's slower going up. Yeah, they get a speed boost going up. They get a 10% speed boost when they start sliding. And there is a slide decay factor as well that limits the player to, right now I believe it's a 5-second slide. I believe that we're talking about reducing that to probably about 2.5 or 3 seconds. And then having variables in the upgrade shop for the player to buy that can maybe increase the slide length or decrease the slide's decay over time. So yeah, sliding downhill makes you slide faster. Sliding uphill will, of course, decay faster based on the slope angle as well. So it's kind of pretty dynamic. It goes off the slope's angle. It's based off an equation that I made up. Okay, and then we are going to go down here. So I also added in some of the visual effects here. The sword trail is one of them that I added in. I added in the beams for the loop there. running around. I also worked a lot on the animation blueprints and making it so that it was blended per bone or layered per bone and blended per like bowl, stuff like that, making sure that the proper animations were playing at the right times. That was a big contribution this week. Trying to make sure that all animations are playing at the proper times as well, or also tweaked or retargeted, especially for the casting. For a while there, it wasn't firing into the middle of the target because it was off to the side and angled off to the side. So now it is reoriented to the middle. And boom. That's it for my contributions to the Sprint 1. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching.